Welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to another video. Today I will be doing a book review of Stay With Me by Ayòbámi Adébáyó. Still have my bookmark here. Absolutely enjoyed it. So much so that when I tried to write a review, I just kept on writing and writing and writing. I realized that it was not going to fit on my Instagram. So I was like, let me just yap about it. So today I'm just going to be going through the synopsis of the book, the writing style of the books, the themes, topics, and just like my overall thoughts, how I feel about those things. Without further ado, guys, let's get right into it. We follow a couple, Akine and Yejide, who after 4 years of being married, find it hard to conceive a child. We see them go through this turmoil of being in the middle of the war during the 1985 in Nigeria. Yeah, we see them go through the turmoil of also just having a war inside your house. That's basically the synopsis of this book. So there are a couple of themes that are in this book. We have mother-daughter relationship, infertility, we have love, grief, the Nigerian culture or the African culture, also polygamy, shame, and also deceit. So this book goes back in time, so it's both present and past. Yejide has this longing of being a mother. She never really had a mother herself. She had stepmothers, but her herself, she truly never had her mom. She would hear stories about her mom, like the type of person that she was, the things that she knew of her mom. She was a person who had no people. For her, it created this longing to have a child, I think, to also heal a part of herself. You see her just go through this process of looking under every single stone. Every possible way you think you can conceive a child, she went through it. She went through it. IVF. She went through everything. And nothing was happening. See her being in this deep, lonely place of being crushed time after time, where she truly believes that she's pregnant. No, she gets disappointed that she's not. And she goes through this process of going to every healer, every pastor, every single thing, up until her in-laws intervene and they decide that it's a good idea to bring in a new woman into the house. This woman can help her get a child. This new wife, she comes in, the theme of polygamy is introduced. This woman is going to come into this house and she's going to help you sleep with your husband and you guys can have a child. Just look at her that way. She's not really a person. It's such a weird thing that us as Africans sometimes do. I'm taking a second wife because my mom back home needs a helping hand, or you're taking a second wife because you can't have kids, or I want more kids. Men never have enough. I do not have anything against polygamy. There's certain reasons behind it are just like so degrading. I felt like that's what they did with this other wife. She basically comes into the family and she stirs up the pot. Obviously, the dynamic of Akine and Yejide, a relationship, is just kind of like tested. And in the midst of that, this new wife is so eager to please the husband, so eager to please the in-laws, because she was chosen by the in-laws, not necessarily chosen by Akine. And Akine, in some sort, he doesn't have a backbone during this time, and I hated Akine for that, okay? Because it's just like, stand up for your wife. Also, you do not want this, but for some reason you're letting it happen just because you want to please your mother. I don't like it. She comes into the marriage and there's so many plot twists that unravel. There's so many things that we get to see about Akine and Yejide as individuals. We get to see like the Nigerian culture and how, like, when you do get married, you're not just married to your husband or you're not just married to your wife. You're married to that person's entire family. Yejide is a far better woman than I am, because try Jesus, don't try me because I got hands, okay? We see Yejide just being calm, very calm during this whole process. Like, even though she's in despair, still see her being very calm and being level-headed. They both knew what was going on in their marriage, but they just chose to keep quiet. Before I move on, there are certain quotes that I truly loved about being a mother or being a daughter. I understand how a word, mother, a word others use every day, can become something whispered in the dark to soothe a wound that just won't heal. He's just speaking about how, you know, the pain that she feels about being a mother or just being called a mother, like in just general. For her, it held to help her heal. Anyway, what was a husband compared to a child? That would be all mine. A man can have many wives or concubines. A child can have only one mother. In their marriage, Akine and Yejide, with the beautiful love that they share, because how they met, I found it romantic. Anyways, we see how their love kind of like grows from when they first met, and all the dreams that they share together and all the things that they actually achieve together. They do so many things within their marriage that silent, huge elephant within their house doesn't necessarily pulls them apart up until a certain point, but it just kind of brings them together. It's like they bond over these secrets that they had, that they're holding from one another. I mean, that's the theme of deceits that I saw there. Akine deceived Yejide so much, but he saw it necessarily because Yejide wanted to be a mother so bad. He was like, Giazi Lasha. That's what Akine did. The infertility and shame, like we see Yejide feeling very shameful and feeling like she's not woman enough by not conceiving. She believes that everyone can see that she has failed, not only as a wife but also as a woman, to do this one thing that she is supposed to be doing. I think it's such a sad thing that women feel this so deeply, the shame that comes with being infertile. She goes through a process of being delusional because of just like the pain, I guess, that she felt. Hanging on hope is the most beautiful thing you can do for yourself. With that being said, let's go to the writing style of this book. I want to read this quote because this quote is one of those quotes that made me be like, okay, yeah, I want to read this book. There are things even love can't do. If the burden is too much and stays too long, even love bends, cracks, comes close to breaking, and sometimes does break. But even when it's in 1,000 pieces around your feet, that doesn't mean it's no longer love. Besides, what would be left of love without truth stretched beyond its limits? Without those better versions of ourselves that we present as the only ones that exist? Hope was a luxury I could no longer afford. The writing style of this book is both lyrical and poetic, which is something that I truly enjoy about Nigerian authors. The first person narration just makes it more personal and more real. I only just read the words on the pages, you actually felt them. Her level of describing of things, the intricacy of it, and it was complex, but beautifully complex, guys. Like, not complex to a point of like you don't understand what's going on, like it's too wordy. There's a part, guys, where is that part? Okay, I found it, guys. So this is like towards the end. We see Yejide and Akine be having this moment, right, of surrender. In my eyes, so this is Akine speaking, right? You turn towards me, search my face. I will not blame you if you don't believe me, but this is the truth as it happened. You frown, lean against a wall, turn your face towards the open door. You are silent for what feels like hours, and the only sound between us is the faint music from the party. I should find words to break the silence, but all I can think of is how beautiful you are to me after all this time, and I know that is not what you want to hear. I decide to wait for your questions before I say any of the words I have rehearsed in front of the mirror you used when we shared the same room. And then, he goes on to say, the last 2 words are all it takes for me to swallow all the foolish words I've prepared. I want you to live with me. We can be companions. I have missed you. If you want to keep lovers, just be discreet about it. We can start again on new terms. Tell me this man is not down bad for this woman. We haven't seen each other in so many years, and these are the things that he says to her because I'll take any crumb you give me. Just stay with me. I absolutely urge everyone to read this book if you haven't. And if you have read this book, comment down below if you read this book and what did you think. Let's just have a conversation about it. And guys, that is all for this video. I really do hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell to get notified every single time your homegirl post a video. Until next time, sugars, thank you so much for watching. Mwah. Bye.